Alright guys, we're back. Yeah, we are. Another Dokkan battle video. It's been a really good day for me, man. Super good. Yeah, no funny videos are coming out today at all. None. Yeah, it's absolutely zero. Stretch It Out. Super training campaign. Okay. It freezes the Dokkan Fest. We got base form Goku on here because we know Amatsu loves base form Goku. I mean, I guess Bardock has a huge... I mean, this is basically a Bardock celebration. Let's get into it. So, Super Training Campaign's underway, New Dragon Ball Stories, Fierce Battles, Bardock team training thing. Yeah, they're updating the event, the Ginyu like stuff and the Team Bardock stuff. They're making a new thing. And I mean, I assume just by looking at how weak this character looks, it's intended to just be kind of like a setup, maybe for new players. New players can utilize like the Ginyu Force or this team. Right? Like, I guess that's kind of the intention, probably. So we got login bonuses. We got missions. We get the Dokkan Fest. I am not really impressed by Frieza. I think a lot of it is... Number one, Frieza's team is terrible. Like, you know, if you look at this, Planetary Destruction or Space Traveling Warrior and... Frieza specifically, to be at his best, needs Terrifying Conqueror characters. If you're running a full Terrifying Conqueror team, Frieza, I mean, he's going to be getting an extra 140% defense and 70% chance to crit. Pretty good. That is obviously good stuff. But, besides, I guess, the crit... Like, Frieza doesn't have a large bag, right? Like, he doesn't... this is what I've been using lately to... Like, okay, so, like, I use Buhan as an example, right? Like, Buhan has got a deep-ass bag, man. He's got that 20% HP regen. He's guarding. He's dodging. Extra ki per orb. Additional supers. He's got attack break. Like he has all these different things. Frieza, it's like he does damage, and he does damage, and he gets raw defense, and he has damage. After you do 5 attacks, he has an additional super. That's obviously good. You know, we have... Pure Saiyan and low-class warrior restrictions. Do you guys know how good that is? It's terrible. It's awful if you're curious. I guess the one value for this guy, like the real interesting thing here, would be the combo of his active plus his attack stacking. So, I mean, if this guy could get, I don't know, 10 supers or something like that before he drops the ult, his active skill, that... I mean, that could be good. That could be good. But the problem here is, I mean, this guy's not surrounded by Beast Gohan and UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta and Blue Gogeta and Orange Piccolo and the Gammas. No, he's surrounded by, like, Hirudegarn and Baby. Like, just, like, mediocre characters. Like, okay characters. Hirudegarn, I mean, can be very good, but, I mean, you know, at a certain point, your views on a lot of these characters really should be your experiences with them. I mean, you know, if there's a reason AJL UI Goku, I mean, he just does his job, which is dodge everything. But then, Hirudegarn, yeah. So, I don't know. We'll see. I am going to try my best, but, like Gogeta, I feel like we might go in 6 times and lose 6 times. Right, like maybe Ribrianne or Baby Giant Transformation shenanigans. At like Frieza, we could probably get to Gogeta and Frieza could drop his active and maybe do half of Gogeta's health. Definitely possible. But Frieza just doesn't have the horses to run with him. And I mean, you know, we're going to talk about it in a second, but yeah, the EZA, I mean, Bojack sitting right there. LR Turles, oh yeah, sitting right there. They said, nah. A character to help the Dokkan Fest? What? No way. Dodoria does help Frieza. Dodoria should be pretty good. I mean, kind of the thing with Dodoria, just as long as you've got Frieza on rotation, I do like, you know, having a lot of defense, having support for the Dokkan Fest. I mean, these are good things. But, I mean, we'll see. Dodoria doesn't really have a lot of teams. I can't really hate on Dodoria because he's doing exactly what these band units should be doing. And, I mean, is this our first UR Dodoria? It is, right? Yeah, I'd say Dodoria is a pretty good pick right here for band unit. I mean, he just has like 2 rares and an SR from when the game first came out. I like this. Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's good. That's another, like, you know, mark off on the column for Dokkan. One complaint I do have about these characters not tied directly to their kits, kind of, is I really do wish that this special, these characters would be on Planet Namek Saga. Like, Legends doesn't have them on Namek Saga either. But, like, the Trunks TV special characters are on the Android Cell Saga. I mean, I don't see why these characters can't be on the Namek Saga. Like, I know, obviously, this isn't, like, really stuff taking place on Namek, but, like, the whole point of the flashback is, you know, you guys get it, right? Like, it's happening during the Namek Saga. These should be Namek Saga characters, but whatever. So there's that. The good news, I mean, you know, this is what Gresh is saying. I mean, villains are always going to have the same problem, which is that they don't have help. But at least Frieza's animations are impeccable, which is true, right? Frieza has incredible animations, so that's good. So we have that. First from Frieza getting the Dokkan event. I mean, this is good. Frieza deserves several Dokkan Fests for a lot of different characters, right? I do think Golden Frieza from Resurrection F needs a new Dokkan Fest. Obviously, Final Form Namek Frieza. Yeah, duh, we need that ASAP, right? Like, that would be a good one. I do think that, like, Kaioken Goku and Final Form Frieza. I mean, if this Frieza is, like, the 5th best unit on the team, you know, I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of just, like, raw stats damage characters, but imagine, you know, the big celebration. Remember how good 23rd World Tournament Goku and Majunia were? What if we get Final Form Frieza, who's, you know, as good this year as Majunia was last year, and he protects this Frieza, and then this Frieza does a million, billion, trillion, zazillion, fafillion damage, and then that other Frieza's protecting him. It's possible. It is. I mean, I don't want to get my hopes up with villains because we've been here a million times before, but I mean, you guys know, like, it's possible. It's possible. You know, maybe I'm a bit negative about this guy, but I mean, there's hope. A little bit, tiny bit, small amount. We have Awakening Metal support campaigns combined with the power level bonus, which is now in global. I mean, this is obviously very good. Stone sales, Link skill ball sales, Link keys, all the stuff. Elder Kai banner, sure. New Dragon Ball story. This is pretty exciting. They're really splitting these out. They're not doing, dude, this literally is only covering Muscle Tower. That's so crazy, right? So the Red Ribbon Army saga is basically going to be, it's going to be at least 3 Dragon Ball stories. I mean, I guess they could race through it, but that wouldn't make a ton of sense, right? I mean, to be fair, it's going to be, you know, General Blue, General Blue, General Blue, and then, you know, Tao, and then, I don't know, maybe they only will do one more Dragon Ball. They probably could they could, if they wanted to, cover the rest of the Red Ribbon Army arc in one. Because a lot of the General Blue arc, more of it is about exploration, right? Like, it's kind of like the adventure side. Like, this is just a battle gauntlet, Goku going through Muscle Tower. But then, like, you know, the General Blue stuff is exploration. I mean, there's Pirate Robot, General Blue, like 5 times in a row. Maybe Arale could show up. I mean, we'll see. We'll see. So this is very interesting. This could be a game changer. If they killed Chain Battle to give us this event, which we can grind infinitely to get as many equips as we want, I mean, I'll take it, dude. Apparently, we can just limitlessly, like, infinitely grind this. I mean, bro, like, allowing us, there are wrong potential system builds. This is a fact. But allowing us to just do whatever we want with equips, build our characters however we want, that's a W. That's a good thing. Because you guys, if you've ever watched me, like, I have the greatest crit equips anyone could possibly want, but I don't really do crit, right? Like, I don't view crit, like, in potential system as the best path towards winning in most of these fights. And I feel like my experiences with the game have proven that true, at least to myself. As long as I believe it, I don't give a goddamn, right? Like, I do think that. So, I have all these crit equips that don't do anything for me because I don't use them. So, at least with this, now I could actually get the equips I want to use, right? The good raw defense, dodge, some additionals and stuff like that. We'll see. But this is exciting, for sure. Yeah, and then they get to this clown show. I mean, like, I get it. But, like, bro, like, I don't... Dude, he's just a Saiyan on Saiyan teams. I mean, look at this. Revenge, Exploding Rage, Miraculous Awakening. Like, he's on teams that need help. Like, these smaller categories. Legendary Existence, storied figures. I mean, if this guy's good, it matters. It's meaningful because he's on so many like small niche categories. He's another addition to the Super Saiyan team. So like this isn't the worst ever. It's just the timing is wrong. We're dropping a villain. We need villain help. Bojack and LR Turles are right there. They are both also 2020 characters, just like Bardock, man. It sucks. We just got 2 2021 characters to EZA. UI and Evolution Blue Vegeta. I would anticipate, by the way, to expect that the first characters to EZA from a year moving forward would be the anniversary LRs. So the first characters to EZA from 2022 will be God Goku, God Vegeta, and LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I mean, it seems insane to say, guys, but that's only 11 months. LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta gets an EZA in 11 months. It's like a countdown. Me and Nano have champagne. Dude, me and Nano, we have champagne bottles ready to pop. Pop that the second they tweet the details for LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, me and Nano are popping bottles, dude. It's gonna be crazy, bruh. Okay, my God, I'm feeling faint thinking about it. Anyway, but yeah, Bardock. I mean, he could be really good. That's awesome. He's buffing all these. Well, I mean, he's gonna be in a lot of these Saiyan teams that don't need help, but. I mean, I do look at Low Class Warrior, Resurrected Warrior. Like, these are teams that could use a good option. Because even though people like to... Now I've seen that people like to bury their head in the sand and pretend that these missions do not exist on these fights. But guess what they do? So, like, a character like this Bardock being super good because he's on all these shitty teams, that matters. So, I would much rather this guy be dominant like Kefla than to be a stinker like... I don't know, in Angel Golden Frieza, even though he's 2 years ago now. It's crazy. New Super Battle Road stage coming. Whoopi, new Extreme Super Battle Road stage. I still haven't gotten to the last Extreme Super. I'm a little behind on some of the content. There's just so much stuff to do. Chilled is getting his... Is Chilled the last one? Unless they pull out Kibito and Piccolo Jr. Yeah, I think Chilled is the last one, right? Chilled has no characters, by the way. So, if they want to make him good, sure. I would be... If you're curious, I would be okay with a Chilled Dokkan Fest at some point. Whatever, man. We're 9 years in. Just give whoever doesn't have a Dokkan Fest a Dokkan Fest. I do not care. If they're going to drop LR Beast Gohan, we could have, Chilled Dokkan Fest would have been okay. Like, we would have survived, I promise. Like, I don't, give me the Tien Dokkan Fest. Give me the Krillin Dokkan Fest. Give me the Mercenary Tao Dokkan Fest. Whatever. As long as you're mixing in hype options, Saiyan Day is like a new Majin Vegeta. And then the start of April Dokkan Fest could be Krillin. Like, it works. That works. Peaks and valleys, I think, would work with releases like that. Battlefield, sure. So, the Bardock team developmental campaign. Okay, so there's just going to be a ton of stuff in here. There's going to be, like, a ton of... Yeah, this is one of those small, shitty celebrations, for sure. 2 years ago... The Captain Ginyu celebration was just like this. It's looked at very favorably now because Ginyu was such an amazing release, awesome in every way, of course. But I remember they were doing this stuff because I remember I was watching a Final Fantasy IX playthrough. Well, I think doing the EZAs for a lot of these guys. This Bardock is gonna get an EZA again. He's pretty ass. I mean, just being honest, he's just trash. He's meant I would assume for like newer players. We will be able to rainbow him now, which is good, and EZA, I'm sure. By the way, Booyan does seem kind of interesting. We'll be able to get him from the Muscle Tower event. He just looks kind of fun to me. But what really pisses me off, hello, stop doing this, Dokkan. Don't make free-to-play Booyan have better animations than LR Vegito Blue, please. These should not look as good as they do, better than LR Vegito Blue. I'm going to say it again. Don't make Booyan have better animations than Vegito Blue, Dokkan. Thank you. Stop making free-to-play characters have good animations like this. Just stop it. They're wasting budget on free-to-play characters. I'm sorry. Unless you're going to make these guys really good, like actually runnable for real. I think Booyan will be fun. Like, he's going to be a goofy little character to run, but do I think this guy's actually going to be super good? No. So, that's it. Yeah. Oh, Corrupt Fusion Zamasu. That's new. On the 11th. I'm, like, the only person that likes Patan, though. So, RIP to me. Let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys next time. We'll see Frieza. You know, he comes out tonight. We'll see.